Subscribe to Gizmo Times and get notified about our latest videos by hitting the bell icon.
Hey guys, this is Chetan for Gizmo Times and you're watching a quick unboxing and hands-on with the Nokia 4.2 that was announced at the Mobile World Congress event in 2019, and then there were a couple of other phones as well, but this is the first that is going to come to India, and maybe later we might see the Nokia 9 PureView, but for now this is the only phone that we get to see here. So this comes with a 5.7-inch HD plus display that's with the 19:9 aspect ratio, and it's a 1520 to 720 pixels of screen resolution with the 2.5D curved hourglass on the front. And internally, the phone has the Qualcomm Snapdragon 439 mobile platform. And you have a 3000 mAh battery. On the back, there's a dual lens camera combination with 13MP plus 2MP cameras. And on the front, there's an 8 megapixel camera for the selfies. So those are the major specs. There's support for Google Assistant, and it's the Snapdragon chipset that is given here. It is a part of the Android One program that we see most of the Nokia phones having, and it's right now on the Android 9 Pie, and we might later see the Android 10 update in the future, because with the Android One program you at least get to see two major Android updates in the future. And the MRP of this phone is mentioned as 12,999, and I seriously hope this is much lesser than that. I expect this to be around 10 to 11,000 rupees at least, because for the specs that are given here, this phone won't be really able to compete with the likes of the Xiaomi Redmi Note 7 or even the Realme 2 Pro, Realme U1 and several other phones, because they are much more better in the way they offer the specs. But again, the experience matters, and that is different here when you compare that with the Xiaomi and the Realme phones. This comes with the stock Android for those who actually want the stock Android with a very smooth UI with something that is clutter free. So this is the phone. This comes with this glass back, so this glass on both front and back, and this polycarbonate frame on the side. On the back is this dual lens camera combination with 13MP and 2MP cameras, LED flashlight, the fingerprint sensor on the back of the phone, the Nokia branding that is horizontally placed here, Android One branding is given as well, and it's mentioned as the phone is designed by the HMD Mobile. Let's keep it aside, and this SIM ejector pin that is given here. Along with that, you have this quick start guide. There's also the product and safety info manual that is given here, and the final set of accessories include these. So there's a pair of earphones. These look like very basic ones. They don't even have the cover over the ear tips, and still they have a microphone. And for someone who's looking for a basic earphones, you get that in the box package. And this is the travel adapter. The power adapter has the output of the best of 5V1A, so that is rather a disappointment for a phone that is priced around 10,000 to 12,000 rupees. You expect at least 5V2A, that's 10 watt charging, that is not given here. And there's this micro USB port that is a part of the box package. So there's no case or any rubber cover given to protect the phone, so you might have to purchase that separately. But these are the accessories that are given in the box package. So first, we're talking about the physical aspect of the device. As said, these were the back of the back contents of the phone, and you can see the fingerprints and smudges are clearly seen on the back of the phone. And this is just within about 5 minutes of usage. So you might have to cover the back of the phone with something like a cover, so that both the breakage of the glass is protected, also it becomes fingerprint and smudge free. And on the left is this SIM tray, and there is a dedicated button for the Google Assistant. On the right is this power button that has this light kind of cover on it, and these are the polymer buttons. On the top is the 3.5 headset jack, also the secondary microphone. Towards the bottom is the micro USB port, the speaker grill, as well as the microphone. So this is the Android One. It's a part of Android One series, and this is the display on the front. That's 5.71 inch, and that is with the 720 to 1520 pixels of screen resolution. And as you can see, this power button actually has a light around it, which was a part of the new announcement from HMD Global, that the power button is going to have a notification LED that is a part of the power button. So whenever there's a notification or there's any charging status to be shown, it would show it here when the phone screen is turned off. And on the top is this notch, which houses a 8 megapixel camera for the selfies. And just above that is this earpiece grill that has the earpiece. And so this is the interface. It's based on Android 9 Pie, and this has the Qualcomm Snapdragon 439. That's an octa-core processor, and the internal specs apart from that include 3 GB of RAM and 32 GB storage, and that's the only variant I guess we are going to get. And there's a micro SD card support that offers the support of up to 400 GB with the storage expansion. And now getting into the about section of the device, this is what it is. It's Android 9 Pie, and we surely know that this might get the future updates. And along with that, these are the few gesture features that you get in the device. Since it's stock Android, you don't see a lot of gestures. These are the only ones that you get here. there's a prevent ringing, jump to camera, which is a quick jump to camera. Pressing the power button twice would do that for you. And so this is one shortcut. There are a couple of other shortcuts as well. That is something like turn over to reject call, also swipe fingerprint for notifications. So this is one thing which had been a part of the Honor's EMUI, where the fingerprint area would be helpful in even dragging out notification panels and going through the photos in a gallery. But here there's only one function that it does, but at least that is good. You get to see the notification panel by swiping the fingerprint. So it's not just the security, but one additional feature for the fingerprint that you get here. And there's a Google Assistant button as well, which is this, and this button on the left is the Google Assistant button. So you can press that and it would start showing up the Google Assistant for your commands. And getting into the storage and the other options, so there is about 19 GB that is free, and this is not the actual storage left, because we already have a few apps that are installed here. You get about 20 GB out of 32 GB for the user, and we will later do the gaming review of this and let you know how good the gaming performance is. Though with Snapdragon 439, I am sure there is not a lot that you have to expect here. This is the camera application. You have a 13 MP plus 2 MP camera combination here, and you have the auto mode, the pro mode as well. The pro mode gives you option for the auto white balance or the white balance. There's option for the focusing, ISO, the shutter speed, as well as exposure compensation. So these are the things that you get here, and at least this time, this thankful that you have a proper naming here, so that people who are the first time users of the pro mode, they get to know what they're going to change if they're using this mode. And apart from that, you also have the live bokeh. So live bokeh, what it does is it would take advantage of the secondary camera on the back, and you can adjust the amount of bokeh that you need to give. That's the amount of blur that you need to give to the camera. And these are the other options. You have a time-lapse, panorama, and also the Google Lens. So Google Lens is a part of which is again quite expected, since this is based on Android 1. Most of those phones are going to have most of the things that Google would offer. That's Google Assistant, also the Google Lens. So you have support for the RAW file support and also burst shot, and the photo resolution, that's 13 MP for the best of 4:3 aspect ratio. For the video resolution, the best you can capture is Full HD videos with both the front and rear facing cameras. On the front is that 8 megapixel selfie camera, and this is the selfie camera, though we won't be able to judge it so soon. And I would say that it took quite some time to actually start the selfie camera and switch it there. So there is one issue which always happens with the Nokia phones, is that the interface gets a bit slower than what it should be for a stock Android device. But that's the case here. We might have to use it more, and then we can let you know whether the performance is actually that bad, or it's okay enough for a mid-range phone. So this was all about the Nokia's 4.2 smartphone. I hope this comes to the price of 11,000 rupees, or lesser than that would be actually better. But for now, this is all about the phone, and this was a quick overview of the device. So I hope you like this video. If you do, share and subscribe to Gizmo for more. Thank you for watching, and see you in our next video.